Test, test, test.
They look like they're having a good time. Where did you work? Somebody told me. Or offshore.
No, I was out of town, but I just took a job local, so I'm back in.
Oh, okay.
Thankfully, I work for a state farm. It's owned by some guys for holiday. Correct. Yeah, I was working 2 weeks on, 1 week off for about a year, a little and some change, and then I got promoted up to a management lead position. I was working 10 days on and 4 days off. And I was working. I was working like. Well, I know we are. It's yeah. If I can get there in time, it's going to be live. They're all going to be because I can't get the audio down there for everybody's going to be able to see the homecoming stuff. But yeah, I was working down like in Laredo. I was working at East Texas for a while, Marshall, Longview, and then I was down in Pleasanton, Laredo, area, Gonzales, and stuff. Now I'm back home. A lot less money than you don't have.
Yeah.
But
there's also such a thing as wear and tear.
Yeah, and I just decided I want to quit chasing the dollar and chase family time instead. I got a son that's a junior and a daughter that's a seventh grade. She's in this play. She's one of the sisters of Little Women. So I mean, I would have missed most of that. I missed her old volleyball season mostly. It's really rough.
Very good. Big old goose swimming in Oh, yeah. But what it drives is kind of kick it. Not too bad. Wouldn't want to Well, it's good to see you. Good. I am. I'm in my I say that. Yeah. Here's my favorite sticker.
2:30 Saturday afternoon.
What you do? I can see you. Okay.
But you're out doing that, that's looking up. I don't think that's say good.
All right, y'all. I was told to come up here and make sure y'all are doing your job. Just like y'all make sure I teach.
Right? Okay. Kim did that, but there, he was the last driver when I was in school. He was the Bible. No, that's what they did to Austin.
Well, I'm supposed to for having an addiction problem and losing the job. You could have a gossip later in there. He didn't. Do what? I know, back then we all talked about doing it, and then he lost
I'm not
the
a school, the last driver.
Don't ever again.
But he didn't die.
What?
It's like they're alive.
Oh, that's your side.
Just so you know, that's They get make us nervous. Google screen Apple does help in
Really?
automatically. But turn that thing on.
Yeah.
This is so and so. This is your phone department or something. And they can't answer that question. They're not smart enough yet. This won't be long. We'll figure it out. It's over here. Yeah.
Welcome everybody here. We'll start our meeting at 7 p.m. It's a city council meeting. It's held Thursday, October 18th, 2025. Our executive session began at 6 p.m. in the City Hall Conference Room, and the regular meeting, which is now begins at 7. Seymour City Hall, 30 North Washington, Seymour, Texas. All notices have been duly posted in accordance and conformance with the Government Code of the State of Texas, Section 551.072C. City of Seymour attempts to make its meetings accessible to all its citizens. If you have a need of auxiliary aids, please notify the city secretary at 940-889-3148 at least 3 business days in advance. The agenda is also posted on the city's website at cityofseymour.org. With the following agenda to be considered, we've done our executive session, 7 o'clock. I'm going to call the roll. Council Lady Nancy Townley, Councilman Billy Hendricks.
Here.
Council Lady Debbie Gillespie. She's not here tonight. Councilman Skylar Hendricks.
Here.
Councilman Lan Nguyen.
Here.
Okay. Let's do our Pledge of Allegiance. The flag's right over here. And if you'll remain standing for the prayer, Dr. Brazier will lead us in prayer. I pledge allegiance to the flag. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You bow your head. Our Heavenly Father, we come before you today with gratitude for the opportunity to serve our wonderful community. We ask for your guidance as we gather to make decisions that affect the lives of our neighbors and the future of our city. Grant us wisdom to lead with integrity, courage to act with justice, and compassion to listen with open hearts. Bless each person here, council members, staff, and citizens, with clarity of thought and unity of purpose. May our discussions be respectful, our actions be thoughtful, and our outcomes be for the common good. We thank you for the privilege of stewardship, and we ask for your continued presence in all that we do. These things we ask in your holy name. Amen.
Okay. Announcements. Mayor Pro Tem Billy Hendricks, would you like to announce anything?
I don't have anything tonight. Thank you.
Nothing tonight. I'll probably announce something that Dr. Brazier will later, but we'll just do it twice. I know our haunted city hall is, I believe, October the 25th. And not sure what time it starts, 6 o'clock. So it's become kind of a big deal. There'll be a trunk or treat. A lot of kids, a lot of adults. There'll be hot dogs, water, chips. So some of the council people up here will work on that, and just tell your friends and neighbors come out for that. It's a pretty big deal. Dr. Brazier, do you want to recognize any departments tonight?
I do. Really not officially, but I just wanted to take a moment to recognize our street department and our transfer station. As y'all know, that we've been finishing up cleanup week this week, and it's really been amazing to watch Mr. Kalachik and his team, how well organized they've been as they've moved through town and picking up all these different loads of debris. But another interesting fact is that at the transfer station, those bins get full, and so Mr. McMicken, Doug, he runs out there. He constantly keeps that stuff padded. If you went out there and saw how he compacts everything and lays mattresses on top of it, it actually looks kind of pretty, and but they've done a great job of collaborating with Waste Connections. So it's really been a flawless, really nice, streamlined system that they've created. It's a massive undertaking. They've made it look so simple, but I know it's because they really work hard. They organize, they think things through. And then they have really maintained their equipment, making sure that the loader is, well maintained, greased. And so anyway, they just done a phenomenal job. And I just think they deserve some affirmation. So if you see Ronnie or any of his team out and about, and even Mr. McMicken at the transfer station, need to tell them great job and how much we appreciate their hard work. And for pulling this off is about as flawlessly as could be done. So
It's like a lot of our city operations they're unsung. And it just, they take care of this stuff, and they're almost invisible sometimes because they do it so well.
I got of course, the cameras, at the transfer station because I've really been keeping a close eye on what's going on out there because of all this. And so I've gotten to see all this in live action and see all their work and their coordination. And it's really been fun to watch. They're doing an outstanding job. So
It doesn't just happen.
yeah.
All right. Thank you. Anybody else up here want to say anything or announce anything? You're welcome to do so.
I got one thing. I
Yes.
just wanted to congratulate Dr. Brazier on the Fields of Faith. I know he has a big part of organizing, getting that, and I was there, and we were able to stream it live and everything, and it was a great event, a really good turnout, and some other communities came in, and it was a good night.
Thank you.
That doesn't just happen either. You know, you gotta, and I think some of these out of town places, they come here instead of where they would normally go because they like the way it's organized and the way it goes off. So congratulations to Jeff and his team that put that together, mainly Jeff. Anyway, okay, if that's it on that, let's go to citizens' comments. We have one lady out here that Ms. Martin that would like to make some citizens' comments. And if you would, I don't know if the microphone's on, you can hold it or you can talk into it. Push the button up if it's not. Jeff can help you.
Pass it down.
They're not the best, but you're going to get the general idea of what I'm talking about tonight.
All right. Ms. Martin has 3 minutes and just say whatever you want. We can't go back and forth
No, I
with you,
understand.
but
I
anyway, go right
understand.
ahead.
Of course, I'm Pam Martin. I live at 304 West Lincoln, which is the corner of South Foley and Lincoln Street, which is important. I'll get to that. I'm also here tonight, of course, with my husband, Johnny Frank, and Miss Candy Jones is here also with the same issue. I'm not here to complain, and I really want everyone to realize that. I am not complaining. I want to see if we can reach a solution. If you'll look over the pictures that I have handed to you, what I'm looking for is to see if there could be some type of agreement to develop a Facebook page or some type of alerts page to the citizens of Seymour so they know when issues are happening in our city. I know we have a Seymour, Texas, Do More, Seymour, but just like the instance that happened this evening over the electricity was out, I noticed it was on the rants page is how I knew that the electricity was down. So on October 3rd, if you will refer to the pictures that I've handed to each of you, Johnny Frank had been out in the backyard watering our lawn for quite a while. At that night, I went in to run a bath to watch my tub fill up with nasty brown water. Now, again, this is after we had been watering. I drained that full tub of water and began flushing the toilets and running the water in the sinks. At that time is when these pictures were taken. That is after the yard had been watered. The sinks had been, water had just been running for quite some time. I'm not complaining about the situation, and maybe we are the only street that is having this issue, but notice of this would say running laundry, such as white clothes, white towels, white sheets, etc. Here I have an instance. This is new towels that I just got. You'll notice one's white, one's not so white. And of course, my husband's wearing white shorts tonight that if you look closely, they are not really white. Really bothers me. But I'm told that it may be coming from us being at the end of the line, per se, or there's other reasons I'm not quite sure of, but maybe Chase Hoyt or even Mr. Davis might know of reasons that this is happening. Are there water breaks down the street, or are the hydrants being flushed? In June, I believe it was around Father's Day weekend, and the same thing happened. My grandbabies were staying with us. I would not dare bathe them in this water. This is happening about 3 to 4 times a year, and it may be more. I just know of for positive 3 times already that has happened. So what I'm bringing this to your attention is, Alny and Mundy both have city pages that alert their citizens to when there is issues that are happening. So I'm hoping that you will consider alerting us so that I will know not to make laundry and ruin them. Thank you.
Thank you, Pam. That was good. Let's see. Thank all y'all for coming down. we're going to move on from citizens' comments to presentations. You want to introduce these folks, Dr. Brazier? I will.
Yes, we have Miss Marty Simpson with TML that is here this evening, and I thought it'd be important that she comes forward and shares with the council and be fully transparent of exactly where we are completing the 24 audit and what our plans are moving forward. And of course, then she's been working very directly with Ms. Shoemate, and I'm trying to again finish up organizing and making sure all of our accounting systems are in place. And so, anyway, I'll let her share that information with y'all and let y'all know where we are.
Thank you, Ms. Simpson, for being here. If you'll speak right into that microphone.
I will. And I'm a little taller, so I had to lean down a little bit. So can I pick this up?
Hold it or something
I
if
wanna
it's
hold it.
better.
All right. Bear with me, guys. I can talk loud. Here we go. Is that better? Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here with y'all. I'm falling in love with the city of Seymour. Marty Simpson. I work with the Texas Municipal League. We've been working with y'all a little over a year. We came out about July of last year. Realized we were a little bit behind on the audits. I'm pleased to say that we are almost caught up. In the 23-24 fiscal year, we still had quite a bit of bank accounts. We've gone through, I think we're down to one bank account now. We pulled the cash for the current fiscal year. So it'll be a little bit easier when we're tracking and reconciling bank accounts. Suzanne and I have been working remotely, as well as I came in yesterday. So we're really close on reconciling those final bank accounts for the 24 audit. The most important thing about your audit is getting your cash right. The most important thing to your citizens is getting your cash right. We've looked over all of the bank accounts, honestly, with a fine-tooth comb. We look through to make sure we don't see anything that looks abnormal, and we've done that. So the auditor is going to meet with us first thing tomorrow morning. We're going to talk through to see the additional things we need to do for the 24 audit. The goal is to finish that. Hopefully we'll finish that audit within the month. And then we'll move on to the 25 audit. On top of working on reconciling bank accounts, we've also been training, spent some time with staff. Lauren sat in with us today. I feel that coverage is really important. Backup is really important. As many people at City Hall that understand the process, it's pretty important. So we've done some training on how to reconcile those cash accounts. Again, the goal of this program is to teach your staff how to work these processes. It's kind of like the old adage, if you teach someone to fish, they eat for the rest of their lives. So we're working on that. I'm extremely pleased with the progress that the staff has made. Suzanne has come a long way. The staff has come a long way. We are more automated. I feel more comfortable with the numbers every year as we move forward. We have a good handle on where the numbers are and where things are coming. So again, let's hope within the next month. I would have been here last month, had some family stuff going on. Had a mother that had to have some surgery, so I had to be there for my mom. But hopefully by the end of when we get through the month, we'll have your audit done. As Dr. Brazier was saying, we've been looking at your systems. Gary House has spoken in front of y'all as well. Gary worked for Tyler Technologies for over 20 years. He lives in Plainview. He's also a council member. I kind of joke and say he's a triple threat because he knows y'all's viewpoint, he knows the technology viewpoint, and he knows the finance viewpoint. So we've done a lot of cleaning up on the system, on your Encode system. Encode's a good system. We need to do some more cleaning up to make sure your reporting is correct and whatnot. Again, at the beginning of this year, we pulled your cat. Pooled. I have to pronounce it. I'm so Texan because my friends are like, are you talking pulled pork? And I'm like, no, it's not pulled. It's pooled. But we pool your cash in the system so we're not reconciling 10 and 15 bank accounts. The system does the allocation properly. So we did that at the beginning of the year, of this current fiscal year that we're in. So made a lot of progress. In the finance department. And so our goal is to get you through the 25 audit. The law, Texas law says your audit needs to be approved by the council by March 29th. I talked to our auditor. I think we can do that. So I feel really comfortable from being like, we're around close to 4 years behind, that within the next couple of months, we're going to be up to date. So I'm really pleased with with the staff progress. And again, with y'all working with us. Do y'all have any questions for me?
Yeah, I was going to ask you real quick. I knew that law changed March 25th of 2026. We need to be, not just us, but all municipalities need to have their audits up to date. Is that correct?
That is correct. The law has always said it, but it's March 29th. But the law has always said March 29th, you have to have your audits done. There's been no teeth. At the final hour of the 89th legislative session, they passed a bill that said if you don't, but it was very unclear. It's extremely unclear. I was literally on the phone today with several. I'm also the executive director of GFOAT, which is the Government Finance Officers Association of Texas. I think I've spent more time at the Capitol this year than I have at my own house. So we've been very active at the committee meetings, testifying and meeting with the crafters of these bills. So the bill was hard to understand. There was a lot of different interpretation. You've probably read the law. You've read in the news where Odessa, there's 4 cities. Odessa
Raise their taxes, or they
over
had
the,
to
yeah.
change their tax rate or something.
So the way the law is written is if you adopt it at a no new revenue rate, above the no new revenue rate, but someone can report you to the AG's office. So 4 cities have been reported to the AG's office. If you haven't read Odessa's argument, Odessa has a really good argument. Because when you read the law, it says the tax year, and if you look in another part of the law, your tax year is January 1. So if this is effective September 1, then this rate you just adopted was set basically by properties on the rolls January 1, 2025. So there's a lot of unknowns about the bill. Again, if you get reported, you have a chance to fight that. The attorneys at TML are working closely for us to handle our member cities. 2 of the cities, and I know I can't remember the other two cities, but 2 of the cities were literally reported by the same state elected official. So again, it's we'll see what happens with Odessa. I feel like they've got a pretty good argument. We'll just kind of see but if you read the law, it's pretty hard to understand. But I know that as of this 25 audit, we have to have it approved by March 29th, 2026.
Okay. So to be technically caught up, you think next month, November, that what's our accounting firm, Paul? Yeah, he'll be here to hopefully comment on he will have audited it by then. Is that what you're saying? Hopefully.
He's pretty close. I mean, we've just got a few things we have to do on our part, so he's extremely close. That's the goal. Let's hope that we get that done. That's the plan. And then we'll start immediately moving into reconciling. Staff's already been working on, when we talk about reconciling a bank account, and I'm going to nerd out on y'all, and I apologize, but I'm an accountant and I can't help myself. I'm passionate for this stuff. I'm supposed to be retired, and this is what I do in retirement. But when we reconcile the bank account, there are a lot of things that hit your bank statement that go to the bank, whether it's a deposit or a withdrawal, that doesn't automatically go through your system. So whether it's weekly, monthly, biweekly, we recommend that someone at City Hall goes through those bank statements and make sure that those transactions are being properly recorded in your general ledger. Suzanne's been doing that. So the last step is just to sit down and make sure when you're balancing your own bank account, that what the balances that are in the general ledger, what's the balance at the bank, and what are those differences, and we know what those are. So we're a lot farther than we were. She's posting those transactions when they happen. So when you're getting your monthly financial statements, you're getting a more updated view of what's going on with the city.
I'd like to ask a question, please.
Yes, ma'am.
As you're going through our processes, do you feel that we're utilizing the full capabilities of our technology, or do we have some opportunities to avail ourselves of automated processes a little bit more?
As most cities in the state of Texas, you have lots of opportunities. It's a resource issue. It's the number of people. We've been behind, so we're getting caught up. We have a lot of opportunities to become more automated and use the system but again, most cities that we work with are the same way.
Anybody else? I think that's good. That's good. We appreciate you being here and what you've done, and we just got to get it up. We got to get current. And
Yes.
as you know,
Yeah.
as you've heard.
And this is not uncommon. I mean, I talked to a city real close and near and dear to here that's many, many years behind.
Yes.
But on the way up here, I met with a sister city, and they were farther behind than y'all were when we got here. So it's not uncommon. We're just here to help you get up to speed and teach your staff. But thank
Gotcha.
y'all thanks for
you
giving
bet.
me the
Thank you.
opportunity. All right.
Mr. Locklear was going to make an airport presentation. Dr. Brazier, do you want to give us a brief overview? He's not going to be able to be here this evening, but
Well, I was going to touch on that on my administrative report, if that's okay, Mayor. Okay, so I'll just start my administrative report.
all right.
One thing I did want to mention as far as the cleanup week winding up is that we really ask our citizens at this point to put no more trash out there. If you do, it will not be picked up unless you call, and then we will do it for a fee. And so we've had this problem in the past where they clean it up, then people keep putting junk out there and then complain that we didn't pick it up. And so, we really try to work with people, but, the city can't be taken advantage of because we got a tremendous amount of work to do. So we were just, again, council members, if anybody says anything to y'all, say, do not put any more trash out. Cleanup week is over, and but we will help you and work with you, but, we're going to have to charge a fee. So also, again, Honda City Hall, I just want to ask if I do have a commitment from my council, and if you can, I understand not to put you on the spot in a public meeting, but I need to make modifications if y'all cannot be there to cook hot dogs. So do I have a commitment or do I not have a commitment? Because I need to figure out, what I'm going to do. So
If I can get a my grill is kind of on the fritz. If I can locate a grill, I'll be happy to cook a hot dog.
okay.
And
Well, anybody able to help?
Sure, we'll help.
okay.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
I apologize to put you on the spot. I have to know one way or the other.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I got to get organized and make sure everything hopefully flows well. So, okay, good. All right. So we'll move forward with that, and we'll try to get started because they'll start showing up probably about 10 or 15 minutes before 6, and then we'll just serve until we run out, and that's all that we can do. So there's no way to really to RSVP.
When do you need the cooks there?
Well, I would say probably about 5, you get all organized and lined down, get your fire going, and then get the hot dogs on there and get them wrapped and everything. So that way we can start serving close to 6. Because some of them will show up at 5:30 wanting to eat. So we got to be prepared.
It's kind of like an assembly line. I think land. I don't know if we did it last year or year before that, but and we used every hot dog. Every hot dog was gone.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody walked away
Hungry.
without a hot dog, honestly. But
Also want to let y'all know that we've had actually some wild hogs to make their way onto our golf course. So I've asked Mr. Shoemate to do some trapping, and he was using his own trap, and he had caught, I think, like 4 or 5 hogs. Of course, we sell those hogs, and then we put the money back, and it's supposed to be then directed back to his account so that he can invest further into his department. But I think they tore his pen up, so I did allow him to buy another new trap. I think it was about $500. But I think even with that new trap, he's already caught like 3 hogs yesterday or this morning. So we're going to continue trapping there. And I know he might be doing some at the RO plant, but our primary focus is our golf course because we cannot allow wild hogs to get on our golf course and tear up our greens. And that's been a huge fear of mine. That would be horrible. But anyway, just want y'all to know what's going on there. Also, we are super excited that Chase hired Jay Smith in the water department. We think he's going to be a tremendous asset, just a great guy, hard worker. So we're super excited to have him. We still are 1 person short. And so I know Chase is still looking and searching for that 4th person so that we can start some of our projects that are upcoming. And then I did want to update you on the airport. So we've done a lot of work at the airport. We're getting closer to getting everything back online and ready to go. So we did actually have the fence is repaired now. Jody Hudson's construction company worked. Well, it took a lot longer than what we thought, but it took them about 7 days, and they finally got the fence put up. We did put a gate there toward the back corner so that people could access the property behind it to finish up the cleaning up of the debris that blew over there after the tornado. I know that Mr. George was not happy with that, but it is a temporary gate, and it was free. And so as soon as we get all that stuff cleaned up behind it, we'll close that in and make it all part of one stretch, one fence. So, but also Mr. Duncan had purchased Dr. Boyd's 2 of his hangars and the plane. And he kind of has a vision right now of he and I actually agreed that he would take over hangar number 1, which actually belongs to the city. It's just a concrete slab, and he wants to put like an open air hangar there. I told him that would have to come before the council, and so he did not make it today. But also he has this vision of putting in maybe a fuel farm out there as well, and also another tie down area for planes. And then he also wants to put like a captain's house Lounge, thank you, out there as well, and asking us to partner with him. And that's something that I'm going to look at to see if we can use ramp funds for that. And I'm supposed to meet with the ramp coordinator at the end of this month. He's going to go out there and look at the airport. He hadn't been out there since the tornado and wants to look it all over. So anyway, there's the possibility of some really good things happening out there. And the airport board I met, which really consists of me, the mayor, and Mr. Moline, who is tremendously knowledgeable in the airport industry. And so we're went over all of our contract, and there's some adjustments that we were making there that will come before the council next month as well. So just to let y'all know, that'll be coming down. Nothing huge, but we feel like that airport hangars should have insurance. Some of them did, some of them didn't, and it's caused us a lot of challenges. We also want to take some more direct action on people on cleaning up and giving them timelines as well. And then also we talked about, again, fuel farms and fuel tanks and cleanup protocols. So anyway, we're just trying to make some improvements to our airport, and there are some funds there that we can utilize that will not be a burden to our taxpayers. But anyway, just give y'all a heads up. This is all coming down the pipe next month. On our financial report, it looked like we closed out the year with $271,000 in the black. Of course, that could change when we do our audit, when they crunch all those numbers. But it looked like we did finish out the year pretty strong. And
How much did you say, Jeff?
about $271,310. And that report is in your packet. And we did a lot this year. I mean, if you look back at all the things that we've accomplished, if nothing else, just looking at our TML expenses, getting our finances online, I'm really, really proud. I think we've made some huge gains this past year. And I think we're going to continue making this community better. And so anyway, pretty excited about that. And hopefully we'll have the audit again next month for y'all to complete, and then we'll start the 25. So that's all I have, unless Ms. Bush wants to talk about dilapidated property report.
Your dilapidated property report is on page 19, and we will address in the middle of that page where it's under Texas community groups. We're going to address those condemnation properties in your public hearing and your action items. Other than that, everything else pretty much has remained the same. We are still waiting on deeds from Miss Sellon and Miss Slate to finish out all of those that we had started in the summertime. The rest of them are ready for tear down, and I've been working with Ronnie to kind of get a list going of which properties we want to attack when. We can only tear down so much and put in a box, and we have to wait 3 days for them to take those boxes and bring us. It'll take 2 weeks sometimes to tear down a house, or 3, just waiting on the trash company to bring us back boxes. So we try to plan that out as much as possible and figure out which ones we're going to tear down first.
Quick question. Have we started with our new, we get so many free,
Yes, that rolls over in June.
rolls over in June?
Yes. And
Okay.
so I have a spreadsheet on my computer that I keep up with all of our waste connection costs. And we have worked with their billing department so that when they drop boxes at locations that are directly tied to tear downs, they put the address on there so that when we get the billing, I can identify those boxes and haul offs and everything directly related to that address. So it doesn't get messed into transfer station or anything like that.
It's tied to that particular property. Gotcha.
And one more thing, we do have an invitation that the Chamber wanted me to present to the City Council, but you are invited to the Volunteer Fire Department Appreciation Dinner. That is Monday, November 10th at 6:00 p.m. at the Ice House event venue. So if you are going, I know one fireman up there, but the rest of you are invited. I think it'd be great that if you show up and support our firemen. I tell you what, I really think that we sometimes take for granted that we have such an amazing fire department and what they do. And, I kind of watch them from day to day, and they do a lot for our community. And so I think it's important that we show up and support them and let them know how much they're valued and appreciated. But it says that if you are interested in going to RSVP by November 1st at 940-889-2921.
That's the chamber office.
Yes, I'm right.
I think maybe. Okay.
Okay.
Can we let you know? And you
Let
can,
me know. Yes, and I'd be glad to communicate that for you
Okay.
as well.
Put me down for that.
I've got one,
All right.
and I know Land's going to be there. So.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
All right.
think about it. Let me know.
Okay. Thank you, Okay, we're down to public hearings. And it's number one, public hearing on substandard structure and public nuisance at 205 West McLean, owned by Curtis Land Thomas. I guess just read through these and then we'll get back to them. Anybody want to comment? Thank you. Number two, public hearing on substandard structure and public nuisance at 801 Northeast, owned by John Ramsey Living Trust. Any comment on that? I've drove by all these properties, I think, today. Number three, public hearing on substandard structure and public nuisance at 211 South Tackett, owned by Promise Land Properties. Any comment on that? If not, we've got our consent agenda, and I always forget to get a motion on this, but it looks like pretty standard stuff. That goods in transit, we do that every year, it seems like, and we get some kind of tax dollars from that. So I'm not sure quite how it works. Would anybody like to discuss this or make a motion?
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Okay, we have a motion to accept. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a second. All in favor say aye. All opposed, same sign. And it is approved. Okay, action items. Number 7, discuss, consider, and take action regarding substandard structure and public nuisance at 205 West McLean, owned by Curtis Land Thomas. Would it be a good idea to read this?
You don't have to, but it was required to be on the agenda per TCG. So every one of these are the same underneath their items, and each one of them say that you are giving them 30 days, and then the city will tear down the property, or we will move to post to abate, and we'll abate when we have opportunity to.
Okay.
But it gives them 30 days to come into compliance in some way.
Okay. I'm going to read this first paragraph, and then I think we can. It's on the agenda, which becomes a public record. The owner of the property and/or lien holder or mortgagee must demolish the structure located at 205 West McLean, Seymour, Texas, and eliminate all unhealthy and unsafe conditions within 30 days of this order, including cleaning and grading this property. Failure to take the ordered actions within the specified time may result in the city taking requisite actions to demolish the structures, clean and grade the lot, and establish a lien on the property without further notice or hearing. Is there any discussion on this up here or out there?
When it comes to making a motion, if you want to move forward with the language that's underneath the line item, which was suggested by the TCG company, I would say I move to give the owner 30 days to clean, grade the property, and city take action after that time to bring into compliance. Something like that in your motion, so that it holds all those action items in there. We're going to hold the property owner. We're going to give the property owner 30 days to come in compliance, and then we're also going to abate that after that 30 days. So I would put that in your motion.
Okay. If there's no discussion out here or further discussion here, does somebody want to make a motion along those lines that Ms. Bush mentioned?
I would move that we give the property owner, Curtis Land Thomas, 30 days notice to eliminate unhealthy and unsafe conditions, including cleaning, grading the property, and the city will take further action after that 30 days as needed.
Thank you. That's a good motion. Do we have a second on that?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, same sign. Okay. I think it's good to say the city secretary has sent out these notices, certified. All the contacts have been made more than once probably, but
And not just us, but TCG does it too. So when we very first do it, we reach out as an entity to the property owner, and then we send all this to TCG, and they've got certified letters, and that's why we pay them
yes.
$600 to do it, because they have to find every error tied to that property and do a lot of research. So there's actually a larger packet associated with each one of these houses, but it kind of puts y'all in the weeds. It's the same thing over and over again. It's 15 pages. So, but I do have more detailed notice information about each one of these properties.
My point being, we don't do this lightly. You know, we just walk on somebody's property. It's after repeated contact and things like that. Nobody responded, or they just don't.
I actually I emailed with this Curtis Thomas gentleman. He lives in Bowie. He had a impairment that prevented him from speaking over the phone. So we emailed back and forth. The last bit of information I got from him was that he had sold the property to somebody in Bowie, but he did not have contact information of that person. The deed never got recorded. I gave all that information to the woman at TCG so that when she was doing her research, she knew that I had been notified the property had been sold, but the deed had not been recorded.
Yeah.
So it was in her court then to find everything out.
Okay.
If the deed's not recorded, then technically he's
not.
still the owner.
Exactly. Okay. Very good. All right. Number 8, discuss, consider, and take action regarding substandard structure and public nuisance at 801 Northeast, owned by John Ramsey Living Trust, and 801 Northeast Street. Same notice. Do we have a motion or more discussion, or do we have a notice on this? All right, excuse me, a motion to go forward on this?
Mayor, I make a motion we give John Ramsey Living Trust 30 days to get cleaned up and grade the property. If not, the city will recite action to demolish the structure and clean grade the lot, establish the lien of property without further notices.
Okay. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same. Okay, good motion. Number 9, discuss, consider, and take action regarding substandard structure and public nuisance at 211 South Tackett, owned by Promise Land Properties. And it's again, it's the same verbiage here. Any discussion out here? If not, any discussion here? Do we have a motion?
Yeah, Mayor, I'll make a motion that we give the Promised Land Properties order to get this cleaned up, all the unhealthy and unsafe conditions within 30 days, including cleaning grade the property. Failure to take order of that action, we will go in and take action to demolish the structure, cleaning grade the lot, and put a lien on the property.
Okay, good motion. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second from Ms. Townley. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. There's none. Okay. Let's go to number 10, discuss, consider, and take action concerning resolution 1593, budget adjustments for the 2025 budget. And I think that should be 2025, 2026, but I didn't see that. Okay, that is, let me get to the right page here. We adjusted the budget, and I think this explains resolution number 1593. It explains how the budget adjustments were made, and there's 2 pages on that. It shows 1 and 2 at the bottom of those pages, but it's page 56 and 57 in our packet, and it explains. And I think Dr. Brazier, I think Ms. Bush did a good job of searching through the budget and trying to adjust it to the point where we got a balanced budget. And before the way it worked out, we didn't. A couple of little, if I can find my notes, little highlights on it. Some of the bigger numbers, 20,000, had to come from home demolition, which hurts my heart. I like to tear down. I don't like to tear down houses, but I like to see them torn down. Anyway, it's about between $60 and $61,000 that was adjusted. Electric department, 10,300. 10,000 from the fire truck reserve, which we hope to put back if we do as good this year, maybe as we did last year. There'll be money available to do that. We took it from several reserve street department vehicle reserve funds where I'm assuming we reserve money for equipment, trucks, vehicles, not just, trucks, but equipment. So scooped up some money there and 3 different areas there. So electric 10,300, street 9,200, tear downs 20,000. That's just kind of a summary. But anyway, I guess on this, any discussion from out here, any discussion up here, and like I say, to get those numbers in there, y'all are pretty creative, is all I can say. If not, we'll entertain a motion.
Mayor, I make a motion to accept on resolution 1593. We accept the budget adjustment for 25 fiscal year.
Okay. 26. Yeah. 26.
26. I'm sorry.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? There is none. Okay. Number 11, discuss, consider, and take action concerning the employee calendar fiscal year 25-26. And this is, I think I actually have a paper copy of that. Somewhere. There it is. This gives gives a little bit of everything. The company events, the city events, Christmas parties, luncheons, council meetings. Does it have the pay periods in there? It does not. Okay. The holidays, we can go through and list all those. I did ask it to be on the agenda this year so we can just kind of sit here and look at it. I'm personally, I think as an employee, I don't know if you want to call it a benefit or what you want to call it, but I think it's an incentive for the employees to. I used to like to get a 3-day holiday, but at the same time, the city. And I've done some thinking on it. We're covered in terms of we have people on call in all the departments basically. So if something does happen, we're covered. And I'm personally, I'd be glad for people to discuss it and see where y'all want to go. But you haven't added anything to this year that I can see at all. It's basically the same as last year. And I haven't heard any complaints from citizens in terms of, like I say, we take basically the federal holidays, the state holidays, and there's a couple, spring break, that kind of thing.
We did change the Christmas party to the first Friday in December.
Okay.
Because we were doing the parade and then the Christmas party right behind it. And
yes.
I was making myself coming and going. So I popped that to the first Friday. That's the only real change from last year.
Okay. When is the Christmas parade?
The second Thursday in December. So that would be on
the 11th.
The 11th.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mistletoe Market's the 4th.
Okay. No holidays involved with that though.
But we did have last year, we had it on that second Friday, and this year it is now the first Friday.
Gotcha. All right. Any discussion out here? Nothing. What about up here? Anybody want to weigh in? If not, I'll accept a motion to approve the fiscal calendar.
Mayor, I make the motion to approve the employee calendar for the fiscal year 25-26.
All right. We have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. So it is approved. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, sorry. Okay. Number 11. Nope. Number 12. Discuss, consider, and take action concerning bids received for roof replacement located at City Hall, Police Department, Fire Hall. Dr. Frazier, I don't know where we're at on that.
Well, I want to let you know right now. Today's your lucky day. But no, I'd actually finally heard from Tyler Franklin today with TML RP Best Program, and he's, of course, the third party that's kind of handling all this. Again, that doesn't cost our taxpayers any money. That's a service that TML provides just to make sure that we're getting the best value and the best roof possible for our buildings. But he said that he has never, since our last meeting, received any formal bid from Boo or any inclination from them or any communication from them that they were interested in bidding. And he asked me what to do, and I said, well, we need to move forward and get this done. And I didn't hear back from him today, so I don't want to present anything. I wasn't prepared. So hopefully next month we'll have this on there and y'all can decide what direction we're going to go.
Okay. Yeah, we need to get this, whether Boo bids or not, we hopefully can make a decision in November and get this going. Beg your pardon? Oh,
I'll make a motion. We table this till the November meeting.
thank you. A motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, those no. Okay. Number 13, discuss, consider, and take action concerning bids received for 402 East Morris. Any bids? No bids. Will we continue to advertise this in the banner each week, or?
If that's what y'all want me to do, I'll reopen it at the end of this city council. We'll take the bids till a week before the next city council, see if anything comes up. We'll keep doing it.
I'd kind of like to continue to see it advertised, but
Yeah. I was going to make a motion that we reopen the bids for the next month and then discuss it in the November meeting.
we have a motion to reopen the bids.
Second.
We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Discuss, consider, and take action concerning Seymour Beautification Group and the Downtown Esplanades. I did get a long text message from Mr. Harden, Randy Harden, and he has applied for a grant. Is it $50,000? 50, okay. From if it's a foundation, somebody in Wichita Falls, I believe. And what he would like from the city is, or what he mentioned to me was removing dead trees or dying trees. And he's going to come in, I don't think with a lot of trees, but I think boulders, kind of some drought resistant plants, possibly. I can't quite remember everything. Lighting, and they would need the water to work. I think we've got a irrigation system in those Esplanades, but if we could get those, whatever we need to do. But he's going to do the work, and he's getting paid. I mean, I assume from the grant. And I think what he's wanting is our support on doing this. And he's going out for the money, and he's going to set it up. So we need to, I guess he needs to know that we're going to support him in this endeavor, so to speak.
And you're giving him permission to take action on city property.
Yes.
As well as us in the future, we're going to be maintaining the facility, and we will be providing some tree removal labor and equipment for that. So
Yes.
we just need y'all's permission to do that.
Y'all get that if you're okay with it. I don't know how we lose on that, but ultimately we have control of it. It is city property. If we put up a statue of something we didn't like, I guess we could say, no, don't do that. But I don't see that happening. So I guess, is there any discussion out here or any more up here? Anybody want to make a motion?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to allow Mr. Harden to proceed with the beautification at the Esplanades.
All right, we have a motion from Ms. Townley to allow him to begin his beautification effort with our assistance. Is that okay? When needed? Okay. Second. We got a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? There's no opposition. Number 15, discuss, consider, and take action to close the city street for the haunted Halloween downtown event. And I think we've got, we've got a map. 59, there it is. Looks like starting in front of City Hall, and you're going to block West's Horse. And go ahead.
We typically block right just south of the fire hall, so that if we needed the fire trucks, we would be out of their way. And then we're gonna block Conlon and then Morris, and then we'll stop about where the old Dollar General building and the museum starts. That way, we don't impede Big's pizza traffic to be able to come get food. And we might not even need to go that far, but I'd rather have more room than not enough. If it's real small, someone can run down there and move those barricades down a little bit and allow traffic to come through.
Y'all seen the map? There is a map. It gives a good description of it. Any discussion out here? If not, someone want to make a motion?
Mayor, I make a motion. We accept the closed city streets for the haunted Halloween downtown.
Okay, we have a motion to accept these closed streets for the haunted Halloween. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same. There's nobody opposing it. Okay, we get to the executive session, and we discussed the Salt Fork. We discussed a little on Baylor Water. Is there a motion on the Salt Fork part of that?
Yeah, Mayor, I'll make a motion that we give the city manager and the staff to go ahead with the direction that we discussed during the closed session.
Okay. We have a motion to go forward with the city manager and staff. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same. Okay, and there was no action on Baylor Water situation there, so that's it as far as the executive session. There's one more motion we need.
I'll make a motion we adjourn.
Is there
It's my turn.
Is there a second?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay. Nancy seconded it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. That's under 1 hour is all I can say. It's Thank y'all for coming. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, John.
I told you we should be in line.